Hi guys, hope you're doing well out there today. My name is Dan, and this orange plasticky box of fun is the Behringer Super Fuzz. This comes from a line of pedals Behringer did a number of years ago where they were cloning pedals by Boss and Digitech and others. Not all of them were that great, but there's a few gems in the line, and this is definitely one of them. So this is based on the Boss FZ2 Hyper Fuzz, I think, and that in turn is based on the UniVox SuperFuzz. And the Boss version was a very unique circuit because it had an active EQ, treble and bass after the fuzz circuit, which means you can really sculpt it out. And also, because it was a Boss pedal and it had a buffer in it, it plays really well with things before it. It's not too fussy about having buffers or wireless before it, unlike a lot of fuzz pedals. You've got three modes. You've got a sort of full range fuzz, number one. Number two is sort of quite a mid-scooped fuzz. And then number three is actually a really nice level booster. So the level control goes inactive. You set the level with the gain, and then you've got a treble and a bass active EQ for a boost. Sounds really great. So I think the best thing to do would just be to go through the fuzz modes. So my clean guitar sound is pretty clean. Little tiny bit of breakup if you really dig in. And now fuzz number one. So as you can hear, it's got this really cool, like, sputtery octave up thing. It can even kind of do chords, unlike a lot of Octavia sort of pedals. Pretty doomy, and it also goes ballistic when you do double stops. Really cool. So fuzz number two, like I said, is sort of a mid-scoopy type of sound. I definitely prefer number one, but that's what number two sounds like. And then, as I say, mode number three is just a level boost. So it's quite hot, so I'll turn the gain down a bit, but this is what it sounds like. And what's really cool with that is you can then obviously use the EQ, so shelve out a bit of bass, add a little bit of treble. Really cool. So going back to fuzz number one now, if we check out the kind of gain range that you've got. So this is the lowest gain setting. Halfway. All the way. Love it. And then the gain range is the same in number two, really, but I'll just show you all the way down and all the way up. So then let's check out what we can do with the EQ. So we're back on mode number one. So take out a load of bass, add plenty of top. And then even further. And you might kind of think, when would you use that? But if you're hitting the front of a gainy amp with loads of bottom ends, you might want to get that sputtery kind of sound. Likewise, if you want to go full doom, you can crank up the bass, drop the top end a little bit, turn the gain up. Even just crank them both for just sonic mayhem. Let's crank it all. Let's go for it. I think I need to get out more. So as I said, that active EQ comes in even more handy when you're hitting the front of a dirty amp, so you can really sculpt it. Because when you're hitting the front of a dirty amp, it's going to sag and compress. So you can remove some of the bass to just get that real fuzzy top end. So this is my dirty amp sound. Then with the fuzz. So you can hear it's really pushing down. So if we take some of the bass out and add some top. So you can really, really sculpt. You can even get a fairly convincing sort of old school Hendrix Octavia sound out of it if you drop the gain right back, shelve off a load of bottom and add a bit of top end, and play on the neck pickup past the 12th fret. So to finish up, we'll just check out the boost hitting the front of a dirty amp, which is a really cool sound. So we go to the boost mode. This is the default level in this mode. And then we've got the EQ set flat. It sounds like this. Really nice sounding booster, to be honest. And then you've got the active EQ as well. So I want to shave off a bit of bottom, add a little bit of top end content. Sounds like this. Really, really smart. I think it's important to add that this is a cheap pedal. Cheap. I think I paid 20 quid for it. I think they might be going up in price a little bit now because people have got wind that it's a clone of the SuperFuzz. But it's obviously made of plastic. It's not going to last forever. And also the switch is a bit finicky. But if, like me, you want to use it live, then all I do is I put it in a little true bypass loop. So it takes it out of the circuit when it's not being used and you're not stamping on it. I use this most in the studio, to be honest. I've even used it on a couple of tracks, just hitting an interface without an amp. Sounds broken, but it sounds industrial and cool. So I would recommend picking one of these up if you can get them for a good price. Like I say, it's obviously not going to last forever and it's not going to be the best, but he's all right. He's all right. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for checking out this demo. If you like this video or any of my other stuff, please like and subscribe. It helps me out a great deal when I create future content. But for now, take care of yourselves. Cheers. Bye.